Hey you guys, welcome back. My name's Danielle. If you're new here, please subscribe and like and support our channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys our front yard as well as our backyard, and then there'll be a part 2 video of our down the hill extra backyard because we do have a ½ acre of land and we want to show you guys what we've been doing with it. So I am going to be showing you what we did over here in the back, and we're also going to show you how we made this really cool cinder block little bench that's super cute. We are very proud of it and it's so easy. Come join us. Let's get to it.
So before we dive in, I want to show you some clips of us doing the side garden brick and how we wanted it to lay out. That was back in 2018. And to the now, we ended up getting a fence put in, not by our choice, it was our neighbors. So we ended up having to redo this whole area. And I'm just going to be showing you guys a little bit of what we did and the plants that we chose, and I can't wait for you to see it come together. If you guys have a garden and you are struggling with weeds, I highly recommend getting some weed block liner. This was the heavy duty one, so unfortunately it did not come in black, it came in gray, so it's very hard to cover. You do have to put a thick layer of mulch or whatever you're going to cover it with. But I do recommend it because it helps such a great deal. And here it is. I love the way it came out. It looks super clean. I cannot wait to see the plants mature. Everything is going to look so beautiful once they grow into their true size and become full grown. Originally, when we decided to redo the brick, it was actually a straight line, and Joelle and I got really inspired and decided to put a little curve in it, and it really made it look cute. If we end up building onto our house, we'll definitely be extending the brick path as well to continue along the side, but I really love how it came out. On to our next project. I wanted to continue on with the garden here on the side, especially now that there's a fence and there's grass that we have to mow and weeding. It's just easier to turn this into a flower garden. I'm super loving how it came out, and I cannot wait for you guys to see the end result, so keep watching. Once I laid down the weed block, I wanted to plant this beautiful hydrangea that I bought at Home Depot. It was dying, they were not watering it, so I ended up getting it half off, and it is just beautiful. It is loving where it's at. You can't really tell right there, but it is truly doing great.
So this is towards the front of our house, and there's my husband. And this is our side garden, but we are extending it to go this way. And as you can see, our neighbors put in the slats for the gate, and it actually looks nicer. Like, I think it's going to help our flowers stand out. And there goes a car. But we do plan on extending it that way, and we're going to connect that tree to that tree, and it'll just go around, and I think it'll be really pretty. So we're putting some nice flowers, but we also decided to make one of these cinder block benches. We already tested it out and it's really cute. However, we do need to flatten out the dirt just a little bit more. It kind of is a bump there, and then unfortunately the gate doesn't go all the way down, and our neighbors have cats and they keep coming into our yard, which this is just to help a little bit because we also have stray cats that are coming around here and they're pooping everywhere and it's horrible, but I do think the cats are pretty cute. We're also going to be using this border to go right here just to help keep everything in check, and then eventually when we go over here we'll do the same thing. And we got some mulch and we got some new flowers we're going to plant, and then I will go over everything that we are planting.
So we got this edger. We did not have like a weed whacker, so we ended up getting this, and it works so good. It's very heavy duty. It's easy to use. You just step on it and it can move everything. It can make lines and help you do all kinds of different projects. You wouldn't believe what we've been able to do with that. we are putting this up because of the cat issue, as I was saying, and we just got some pieces of stick that we had laying around and hammering it in to keep it in place.
Okay, so we just finished the border. You probably can't even see it because we need to cut the grass now. But now we're working on the bench, and I think we're liking it cornered. And I actually don't mind the plant being right there. I think it'll give it a really nice, I don't know, just it'll give it a really pretty look. And I'll probably put plants. I really want to fill up this area with plants eventually. So this is not what the chair is going to look like, you guys. This is just to show you. Like, I think we're gonna have it like that. We'll put plants in time. We got a couple, but it's gonna take time to fill it up because plants are expensive, especially the ones that I want. Right, babe?
You're right.
So to make the cinder block bench, it's super easy. You're gonna need 3 of the cinder blocks on each side. As you can see, he's laying them as straight as possible to line up perfectly. You can also cement these together. However, we're not sure what's going to happen if we decide to build onto the house, and we want to be able to move this if we need to. Because I don't think that chair is going to work if you're going to be like staring at the side of the house, so we'll have to move it for sure. For the bench part, you want to use 2 4x4s cut at the same length. And you're going to have to turn them around on each side to see where they're most stable. But that is how it came out. I love it. I adore it. It's so cute. And it's just so rustic and perfect. However, we did end up staining the redwood gray. And tell me what you guys think. Did you like it better red? Do you like it gray? We do want to do one more coat. But I just feel like it blends better. On to the backyard. I love this. Oh, if you guys could have seen it before, we will be posting a video of how this all came together. Me and Joelle did do this all of ourselves. It was a labor of love, truly. But we love our backyard. We love hanging out in it. We just love like everything about this. Except I do wish it was a little bigger. I do wish we added a few more rows of pavers. Just to kind of, like, we have so much yard, why not, right? But it was a lot of work, and I'm really happy the way it came out. Every year I put new annuals in my pots. I love to see how beautiful they are. It's just sad that they die so fast. One day I plan on having flowers fill this whole garden bed. I just want these plants to mature a bit more before I do start adding more and more, especially because I'm not really sure how big they get. This plant is gonna get huge. It is gorgeous when it's in full bloom. I cannot wait to show you guys. Peonies are my favorite flower. These babies are my pride and joy. I have grown them from bulbs, gotten them from Walmart, I believe, and they, over the years, have just gotten more and more beautiful. And this finally flowered. This didn't flower. This is its 3rd year grown there, and that is its first time flowering. But I do have to hold it up with a wire because the flowers are extremely heavy. And if you don't do that, if you don't put something to help them stand straight, they will be on the floor. Another labor of love are these hedges. We only cut them about 2 to 3 times a year, but let me tell you, it is a chore every time. They were actually a foot higher and we cut them shorter. It has made our life easier, but it's still difficult. Here's another area that we want to tackle. It needs some love, it needs some flowers and beauty. We will be showing that in a later video. This Japanese maple is just beautiful. Every season it is more and more gorgeous, turning orange and red, and it's just beautiful. If I can get a clip of it this year, I will show you guys. Here's the house in 2018 before we really started to dig up the grass and add some really beautiful planters. I can't tell you enough how much this has changed the look of our house. It's totally given it a new appearance. It's beautiful, it looks really classy, and it makes me really happy. Joelle and I, we both just love being outside and admiring our work, our hard work, but it's so worth it. About a month ago, I decided to trim off the branches that were hanging on the ground of this beautiful tree, and I think it gives it such a great appeal. I do plan on putting some beautiful flowers, maybe some hostas around it, something that will come up year after year and just make it look even more beautiful. I can't even tell you guys how much I love driving up to our house when we're coming home or we're leaving, and I'm looking back to see all our hard work and how beautiful we've made this look. It's truly something I enjoy, and Joelle as well. We both really love to garden. We love to do all these things on our own. Not only does it give us time to just relax, believe it or not, but it also helps us to save money, and I love getting my hands dirty and doing these type of things.
So I really love the way this hydrangea looks here. My plan is for this to fill up this whole corner. I think it's going to look really beautiful when it does. This is right under our bathroom window, so it'll be really pretty little viewpoint.
I will be adding these tiny little beautiful flowers to this garden area. I do want to make it look really full and luscious.
I got some really pretty boxwoods. I got some hostas. This is my beautiful pink sort of green hydrangea right here. I can't wait for this to fill up the whole area. I got some lavender and some different types of ornamental grass. But I am really loving the way it turns out. However, if we do end up building onto the house, this whole thing is gonna go, and we will have to transplant a lot of these things, but this will have to come down and this one will have to come down. So yeah, we have lots of thinking to do.
One of my favorite views is having coffee in the morning, looking over my little deck and seeing all my beautiful flowers from this gorgeous little table. It's truly beautiful to behold. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to stay tuned for part 2 when we show you our second hidden garden.